Hi, good day, and welcome to my class. This is the first time that I'll be recording a lesson, and I think I am obliged to do this because um, this is our what do you call it? This is our performance task in the English class. Actually, this is for the first quarter, but it's an overdue lesson. But anyway, we will have the performance task for the second quarter in English, and it's my job to really educate you about the techniques on how you're going to recite the poem. So we will be having What Do We Plant by Henry Abbey. And let me give you the following techniques. So number one is just you need to look for the voice of the poem. Before you can look into the voice of the poem, you really need to read it all over again. Yung inuulit-ulit mo siya para talagang ma-internalize mo. And once that you look for the voice of the poem, you need to speak in that voice. What I'm saying is that if the poem is about the cowboy, see if you can put on a cowboy accent into it. If it is a poem about monster, then try using the scariest monster voice you can. If it is a poem about a baby on an old person or just some crazy character, you need to think of what that person may sound like and try to speak in their voice. Number two is you may, if you have time or if you have the luxury of really spending time memorizing the poem, you may rap the poem. Um, some poems have a rhythm built into the words. When you read a jump rope rhyme or any other rhythmical poem, you may find that it's suitable for rapping. If you want to have some even more fun with it, try reciting it to a drum beat or to music, perhaps. Another technique that we can use in reciting the poem is you may recite the poem with a friend. Many poems have more than one voice. That is, a poem may have different speaking parts, such as a narrator, a mother or a father, a teacher, a child, etc. And that is making it easy to split up and be read by two or more people. Even if it's not, perhaps you and friend could take turns reading every other line. Another thing that you can do if you want to really make it more interesting is that you may put on a play. Why not? If a poem tells a small story, you can perform it in much same way that you can perform a play. You can create sets and props, and even wear costumes. Make it a drama, or a comedy, or a musical. Another way is that you may run around, wave your hands, use gestures, say it when you mean it. Don't just limit yourselves to the ideas I've given a while ago. Recite the poem in a way that seems best to you. If that means sitting on a chair or jumping up and down or stumping back and forth or even dancing, that's okay. Just put some feeling into it and read it like you mean it. Recite it like you mean it to give the best performance you can. Let me show you the example. What Do We Plant by Henry Abbey. What do we plant when we plant the tree? We plant the ship which will cross the sea. We plant the mast to carry the sails. We plant the planks to withstand the gales. The keel, the keelson, the beam, and me. We plant the ship when we plant the tree. What do we plant when we plant the tree? We plant the houses for you and me. We plant the rafters, the shingles, the floors. We plant the studding, the lath, the doors, the beams and siding, all parts that be. We plant the house when we plant the tree. What do we plant when we plant the tree? A thousand things that we daily see. We plant the spire that outtowers the crag. We plant the staff for our country's flag. We plant the shade from the hot sun free. We plant all this when we plant the tree. What do we plant? By Henry Abbey. Thank you and have a nice day.